Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Naomi and let's dream about beauty. In today's video, I'm going to start a series that's called Palettes That Terrify Me. And this series is all about the palettes I have that I've never used. And the reason why I've never used them is because the color story scares me. And that may sound silly, but sometimes when you just look at a palette and you see the color story and you think, I just don't know what to do with this, or you know that the colors are very pigmented and you're just not exactly sure how to put a look together. So yeah, this is a new series, and the first installment is going to be with the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, and you can see that this is the look that I got. And if you would like to see me use this palette that scares me, and if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so this series of palettes that terrify me, the first one I'm going to do is the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions. So this is what it looks like. And I am very intimidated by red eyeshadows. I bought the set of the ruby, the emerald, sapphire, topaz, and amethyst from Huda Beauty. So I bought it as a set. So I've never used this one, and it is just very intimidating to me. I have no idea where to begin. So yeah, so we'll see. Thank you for focusing. We'll see how it goes. So generally speaking, I see that there is a mid-tone peach there, and so I'm going to use that in my crease, and then I'm going to use this one as a fade shade and fade it out. And then I'm going to deepen up my crease and kind of do like a gradiated look. So I'm going to start out with my JH32 in this peachy shade right here. And I'm just going to go back and forth in my crease with that color. I have on my new Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer, and it went on very smoothly. It didn't pick up any of the texture on my eyelids, and it dried down nicely, so that I have just, I think, what might be considered to be just a little bit, just the perfect amount of tackiness for my eyeshadow to stick to. Dipping back in. I don't know if you ever watch Anne Nook, is it Anne Nook or Nook? K-N-O-O-K, I think. A-N, yeah. And she does so many beautiful looks. She is really, in my mind, one of the queens of eyeshadow. And she always recommends when you do an eyeshadow look, you build it from the lightest to the darkest. I know not everyone does it that way. Some people start with the darkest, but that's how she does it. So she'll go in with the lightest shade in her transition area and then work downwards. subsequently building the look as she moves down with darker and darker shades until she's working in the outer corner or outer V. Or as Nisha from Sugar Puff and Fluff calls it, the outer seventh. So tomorrow, here in Calgary where I live, the stage 1 of reopening begins. So the restaurants will be open. I'm kind of excited because my daughter turned 18 just after the pandemic started, and so she was, and 18 is the legal drinking age in Alberta where I live. So she wasn't able to go out. In Alberta here, when you turn 18, the tradition is you know, you go out for your first legal drink out at a pub or a restaurant. So we haven't been able to take her out, and I would like to be able to do that. And then depending on how stage 1 goes, hopefully we'll move into stage 2 before long. Okay, so I'm picking up a new brush, and I'm just going to go into that fade shade I told you about, which is this light one here. And I'm just going to fade that shade. It's Sinead from the makeup chair who taught me to call it fade shade. She's a very good teaching channel if you're interested. The channel is called The Makeup Chair. And I'll link these channels that I've mentioned. I'll link The Makeup Chair and Anne Nook down below, so you can check out their channels. Now I'm just going to build up that peachy color a little bit more. Okay, so next I'm going to go into, so I've got 4 mattes in this palette. So I've done this one, and now I faded it with this one, and now I'm going to go in with this one. That's the one that scares me a bit, so I'm going to use the same brush. We'll see how this goes. Tap it off. The 2 eyeshadow colors that I don't really use that much are red and yellow and orange. And I think you all know why. Because I like my cool tones. But the interesting thing about reds is they often pull pink. Well, now that I've covered up that peachy shade, I'm going to go back into the peachy shade and just blend that on top. here. Oh, my battery is flashing at me, so I'm gonna have to change it here shortly. Oops, wrong color. Oh, I'm switching brushes now. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off this blend and change my battery. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this darker shade here and just build that up on the outer corner and into the crease. And I'm going to use this small little blending brush to do that. And at first I'm going to do some packing motions and then blend it out. Build it up into the crease. Going back in. Tapping it out, not tapping it out, just stamping it. Placing the color where I want. And I'm going to do it on the other side. Just bringing it into the crease there. Okay, I'm going to grab another blending brush and I'm going to blend that out. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this shimmer shade here. Sorry, did that focus? Right here. I'm going to put it on a packing brush, a flat packing brush or shader brush. Spray it in. And I'm going to put that on my lid. Okay, and now I'm going to go into this darker shimmer metallic. I'm going to put that on the outside. Okay, and then I'm going to use this middle metallic in the middle of my eye to kind of blend those two, the darker shade and the red shade together. Just going to spray it again. There. That's what we're looking like. I'm just going to put on some eyeliner and mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have done my eyeliner, mascara, lashes, and I did some tight lined up and some black eyeliner in my waterline. And I'm just going to go in with the glazed donut, Ofra glazed donut, and I'm just going to put that underneath the brow. And highlight with it. The corner of my eye. Alright, so that's the finished look. What do I think? It wasn't that bad. I find that the reds really pull quite pink, so if somebody was to look at me, they might think I have a pink look and not a red look. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I think it looks nice. And it's a nice palette. I didn't get a lot of fallout. The colors blended nicely. I have no complaints. I thought the color scheme was nice. There was everything I needed. A fade shade, mattes, the darker metallic. So I think, yeah, it's great. So I would be interested to know down below what palettes scare you. So this is going to be a series and I'm going to continue it in a couple of weeks with another palette that actually scares the crap out of me. So yeah, this has been Palettes That Terrify Me series with the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette. I hope that you enjoyed it. Time is our most precious resource, and when you spend some of your precious time with me, I really, really appreciate it. I hope wherever in the world you are, that you are healthy, that you are happy, that you are well. I really appreciate you coming by to check out my content, and I hope that you will consider subscribing, liking, and commenting below, as Kennedy taught me how to point down below. Anyhow, that's it from me for today. Take care and bye-bye.